What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Same Difference podcast.
Is this thing on?
Hello, friends.
Good morning. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you. How are you?
How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing well. It's gonna be a calm Sunday. It's gonna be a calm week.
Okay.
So I have been getting a lot of rest, sleeping in till like past 8:30, which is like, whoa, the older you get, the earlier you rise. Bitch been in the bed till like 9:30.
Well, you know what? It's actually funny you say that because I feel like I've been waking up a little bit later than normal too. Usually I wake up around 7:30. And the past couple of mornings I've woken up and it's been like 8:20. And I think my body is ready for daylight savings. I think that's what it is. So that when daylight savings, when the time goes back, it's actually next weekend. When the time goes back next weekend, my body's already adjusted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I'm doing well this beautiful well, it's actually a cloudy Sunday. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right.
Just okay?
Yeah. Life is got me by the throat, but I'm still breathing.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Play with my life. Okay, that's too dark. I would have to say that life has me by the throat as well.
Really?
I would. I'm there with you.
Okay.
Yeah, work is work. I be earning my wage for real. I do. So that, and my schedule has filled up with activities, lots of happy hours, lunches, dinners, games. Had a wine event and a basketball game last week. We've got some stuff going on, not this week, but next week, but I'm going to be out of town on vacation. So I won't be in attendance for that. And I'm happy about that. Let's see. Dating is, status quo. And yeah.
Well, you look pretty. I'm loving this hair.
Oh, this was my Halloween costume hair, but we'll get into that.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll get there. Do you
Yeah,
have
I don't have any pictures or anything.
Do you have oh dang, wait. You told us last week that you had 2 costumes though. Right?
I did.
So you didn't wear either?
Yep, 2 costumes and no plans.
Oh, okay. Well, that's different.
Yeah, so right.
Particularly
like,
for you, because Halloween is kind of Pasha's thing, y'all.
Is. Was not invited to anything funny, which is, that's just, it kind of blows me a little bit, but it's okay. Because I could have created my own vibes and did something like on my own. And I kind of did. It just didn't involve a costume, which also kind of pissed me off. But we will discuss that offline. Okay. But yeah, like that Saturday before Halloween is like the Saturday, right? So most times I'm dressed up and outside, and people that know me well know that. Even the friends that I've made here in Chicago know that.
Yeah, friend, because I got up this morning and the first thing I did was went to Instagram because I needed to see Pasha's look. I was looking for you.
No, maybe tonight. It's Sunday. Things are still popping in Chicago, okay. So I think I might just put my costume on and just take myself out for a drink. And get my own little flicks and pics. And
I'm sure there's I'm sure there's still some sort of Halloween, event going on.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. This was actually supposed to be temporary hair. It actually turned out to be really fun.
It's very cute. It's like hella bomb. I saw you on your story. I was like, okay, not a baby.
I'm like, who this woman?
A baby on the family.
So yeah, we're gonna fluff up the hair, make it cute, and I don't know. Hopefully, I'm looking at my costume right now, and my heart is just like,
Well, I hope you
I
find you or
know, it's
make you
all
some
good.
plans, friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it figured out.
So, y'all, we gotta talk.
Hmm.
We gotta talk because I need.
Speaking of
What's
hair,
up? Yeah,
no, because our first topic is
it
about.
is.
So I did this myself. I glued this in myself. I am not a hairstylist by any means. I had it put in a ponytail. I had a flexi rod in, so this is just what it looks like upon wake up.
Well, it
But
looks
the shit
good,
I had that.
and
Thank you. That shit was whipped yesterday, and we're gonna whip it again
yeah,
tonight or
it
this
looks good,
afternoon.
friend. And I
So
wish that I had the skill set to be able to do that. And I know, like people, like, oh my god, girl, it's so easy, but it's not for me though. It's not for me. It's like telling somebody who can't ride a bike that it's so easy, and it may be, but not for me. Okay. So y'all know
you're
Miss
funny.
TikTok, baby. When she blows something up, it's gonna be a big boom. And TikTok this
Mhm.
past week, all week long, when I tell you the Atlanta hairstylists, not even just Atlanta, but a lot of the stories originated in Atlanta. When I tell you they getting chewed up bit by bit, piece by piece, and spit out,
Good.
okay?
Good.
I mean, every single line item in the hair experience, they have it wrong. From booking
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
arrival, greeting, to what
Mhm.
should be the first step in the process once you get to the salon, which is a wash and blow dry, to
Mhm.
the actual hairstyle and the time that it takes, to the money that it cost, the
Mhm.
customer service. Just when I tell you the girls have been getting chewed up, and how this originated was, a girl made a video talking about she overheard somebody, well, she saw a video on TikTok of a girl saying that the beauty girls, the hairstylists, the makeup artists, the lash techs are, mostly this was about hairstylists though, are having to go back to a 9 to 5 because they don't have no more clients. And
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
stylist
I've
position
okay.
is, oh, well, the economy is bad and da da da, and they're not lying. Economy is trash in the gutter. But
Mhm.
let me tell you something about black women. We gonna pay to get our hair done,
Nails done,
lashes
feet
done,
done.
feet done. We might gotta go a little longer than usual in between those services, but we gonna get our hair done.
Mhm.
Guaranteed. The beauty industry, particularly the black beauty industry, is a $1 billion industry. We gonna get
Mhm.
our hair done. Economy or no economy, we gonna
Yep.
scrape some coins together and sit in the chair.
Mhm.
And what's interesting
Weaves,
is,
ponytail, silk press, wash and blowout, braids, French braids, goddess braids, the faux locks. I mean, I'm going to get my natural hair done and I want to twist out.
mhm,
Like everybody with every kind of hair, girls still getting a relaxer,
mhm,
which the FDA is going to ban here soon. I mean, every style and type of beauty maintenance for your hair under the sun for all types of hair, women are going and
mhm.
paying to get their hair done.
So it's not a us
I
thing.
actually invest in a couple of beauty stocks and like it's recession proof. It's a recession proof
It
industry.
really is. You're in a recession proof industry and you're having to go back to a 9 to 5. You need to re examine yourself. And I'm not saying that the money doesn't get slow and the business isn't booming like it was when people was having all type of pandemic money, FBA, SBA, PPP, unemployment, but it's still there. The problem is y'all were so nasty and y'all have been so nasty. This is pre-COVID.
Mhm.
Y'all have been so nasty.
Mhm.
Your customer service has not even been there. I ain't even gonna say bad. It hasn't been there. Okay. The prices are
Doesn't exist.
exorbitant. The
Mhm.
prices are
Oh my
there,
god.
but everything that should go along with making the price make sense isn't there. And so YouTube University has people graduating by the minute. Okay? They go to TikTok and
YouTube University
they
is
go
the
to grad school
worst.
on TikTok. So it's like there are so many people who didn't have the wherewithal and the know-how to do their own hair, makeup, lashes, and
Mhm.
now that that's not the case anymore, y'all are suffering. And it's not because
Yep.
doing my own hair is so fun. Putting my own individual lashes on, I have such a great time, but I'd rather take the time to do it myself than to deal with you
Mhm.
bitches and have to give you my money. No.
Yeah,
So I
I've had some
reposted
experiences.
a video. I had to go into my Instagram archives to even pull this out. But it was from
Mm.
2021. I was going to a birthday party. And so the birthday party was on a Monday night. Which people was like, Monday? Yes, baby. People have events in Atlanta, birthday parties, dinners, galas, and all of that every day of the week. And because of
Mhm.
that, and because Atlanta is the black hair mecca, okay, and just black mecca in general, you can literally find
Mhm.
somebody doing every single service you need every single day of the week, Sundays included. The hours may not be
Mhm.
the same hours as a Thursday, but somebody's going to do your hair, your makeup, your nails, your lashes, your everything.
Might be just by appointment only.
Mm-mm. No. Okay. And so, first of all, y'all hoes got so many rules. I go to click on your booking link. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't have this. Don't be late, but I'm going to be 30 minutes late. If you late, I'm going to charge you a fee, but you don't give me the money back. You don't take the price off my service when you're running behind. Don't bring your kids, but yet your baby walking around putting Cheeto dust everywhere.
Yep.
Don't DM me. Don't text me. Don't. It's like, okay, all right. Well, I guess I got yelled at. So let me now see if you have any appointments available. Okay. So I went on this first girl's booking link through Instagram. Another thing that was interesting was after I posted the video, somebody was like, "Oh my gosh, where are y'all finding these stylists? Do y'all not look on Style Seat?" No, Granny, we're not looking on Style Seat. I can't see the person's work on Style Seat. Anyway, um, the first girl I booked through her booking link. She texts me.
Uh,
Mind you, y'all, the event is Monday. I'm getting my hair done on Monday. So I'm looking for a stylist specifically that is doing hair, has openings on Monday. Find a girl, like her work, book the appointment, send the deposit, because you do got to make a deposit for them to even show up to the salon. Okay?
dumb
Exactly.
as shit. Well, I mean, that's some stupid shit.
So made the appointment and I sent the deposit, and I did this on like a Wednesday or a Thursday, okay, for to get my hair done Monday. Saturday night, however, at 9:30 at night, she tells me, "Hey, would you be able to come on Tuesday or Thursday or whatever day? Because I don't work on Mondays." Well, after reading your long, lengthy list of rules, I'm confused how there were so many rules set for me. Yeah, you got a booking link open for days that you don't work. No, sweetie, I can't come on that day. I actually want my hair done on Monday like I booked because I have an event to go to on Monday. So she sends the deposit back. So now here it is, 9:30 at night on a Saturday. I'm
Mhm.
trying to find somebody to do my hair on an already off type of day, like a Monday, last minute. So I find another
Mhm.
girl, book the appointment through the link in her bio, send the deposit, and she texts me and said, "Hey, would you be able to come on Tuesday?" No, no, y'all stop. Please stop. No, I can't come on Tuesday. I said, no, I have an event on Monday. I want my hair done Monday. Okay. When I tell her,
Why are your links open to book on these days? Why you're already so you already starting off adversarial by having your fucking link open. I follow the instructions to book an appointment, and then instead of sending me a confirmation text, you coming back to me talking about, "Hey, are you able to do this?" And now I'm looking at you funny and ain't even sat in your fucking chair.
right.
The energy's already weird
Mm-hmm.
before I even fucking get there.
Mm-hmm. And that's the first thing, is that the experience doesn't start when I walk in the salon, baby. It started at the booking link when I read your rules and your booking link bio, and you were writing everything in all caps like you was hollering at me. But okay. So when I tell her on Saturday night, no ma'am, or Sunday night at this point, okay? Because the first girl canceled on me Saturday night. Found a girl on Sunday, booked her. Sunday night, she texted me and said, "Hey, would you be able to come on Tuesday?" No, sweetie, I can't come on Tuesday. I can come at the day and the
This is a
time.
third
This is the
person?
second person. This is the
Okay,
second
okay.
person. The
I was
first
about to
person canceled
say.
on me Saturday. The second person, she starts texting me Sunday night. Okay, can you come on Tuesday? No, baby, I can't. I could come at the day and the time that was open on the booking link that I sent the deposit for. That's the day I can come. Okay. After I tell her, no, I can't come on Tuesday, I do have to come on Monday because I have an event. She didn't say nothing else. So I'm like, okay, cool. Monday morning, like the same day that I was going to get my hair done, she texts me at 7:30 in the morning and say, "Hey, I'm still out of town." So I'm not going to be able to do your hair, but I could do it on another day. No, no. You set your hours, you set your days, you make the time slots. If it's going to take you 2.5 hours to do a sew in, that next 2.5 hours after the booking time is closed. So I'm not understanding the disconnect. This is an electronic system. This is technology. It's 2023, boo. Make this make sense. Send me my deposit back. Okay. So I just ended up
Kept your deposit while she was out of town.
So now it's Monday. It is the actual day of the event. I know I'm not going to find nobody this last minute, or if I do, they're going to charge me a last minute booking fee or squeeze in fee. How you going to squeeze me in for a whole service? Either you have the slot or you don't. You just like, why are you charging me a squeeze in fee? Are you not squeezing me in, bitch? You don't have nobody. Okay? Taking advantage, trying to no, don't do that. So I end up wearing
fee. No, bitch. If you ain't got no opening from 3 to 5 and somebody come in and say they need their hair done, you gonna take that money. You got squeezing me in for
right. But that's what they call it, a squeeze-in fee. Squeeze-in fees usually start at $100 in Atlanta.
Squeeze my ass. Some bullshit.
So Monday, I just ended up wearing the braids that I had. I made it look like something. It ended up being really cute. Fine. But I still wanted my hair done. And so after I told, the person who was having the event, after I had told her about the whole fiasco with those two stylists, she said, I'm going to recommend you a salon. You need to go to where I go. Everybody in there is professional. They do great work. I'm going to send you the name of the salon on Instagram, and then you can pick any of the stylists that you want that work in that salon. So I'm like, okay, I do that. I booked the appointment. I'd be goddamn if the girl don't text me and say, hey, boo, can you come on Thursday? Because I don't work Monday through Wednesday. Again, booking link, days and time wide open. This is the third.
And this was off of that girl's recommendation?
Off a recommendation.
Oh no.
3 different stylists and the same scenario. So this is what I have figured. What the girls are doing is they have not got in their mind that they may have to work some days that they don't normally work. They may need to open up some hours that they usually cut off. Because I've seen hairstylists on a Wednesday, Thursday, they take their last client at 3. Baby, people be at work at that time. Why you take your last one at 3? Huh? So they don't want to open up their schedule. So what they do is they have the booking link open for every day. And then they hope 1 or 2 things will happen. Because they're not going to actually come on that day. They hope 1 or 2 things will happen. 1, they will text you and say, oh, I got something else to do. Bop, bop, bop. Can you come this day, this time? And you'll be like, okay. Or B, that they will cancel on you and you will forget or just say, forget the deposit. I'm not doing either one. I'm not doing either one. And I have had, now that was that event, and that was 3 different stylists who all did the same thing to me. There was a time before that, I actually booked a stylist that was from Cleveland. I booked her because she was from Cleveland and we had mutuals. She moved from Cleveland. She went to Atlanta. She was actually in she was in an area that I don't really go to, but her work looked good. So I said, you know what? And it was like a 40-minute drive from where I live in Buckhead. Atlanta's a big place and traffic is horrible. Yes. So I booked, I paid the deposit. My appointment is at 11 o'clock. I get there, 11:15 roll around. Nobody's in the shop. Shop's still closed, still dark inside. So I text the number that I had been instructed per the booking link to send my deposit to. And she was like, oh. Basically, she didn't realize she had an appointment. And again, not a last minute appointment. So I don't know why you're not looking at your books. Oh, my son got my car. It's going to take me at least 20 minutes to get there. Okay, I'll wait 20 minutes because Uber and Lyft still work. I don't give a damn about your son or that car. Okay? So she said, okay, I'll be there in 20, 30 minutes. That time goes by and I text again. Hey, what time you going to be here? You know what she says? I'm actually not even going to be able to make it. So if I didn't reach out and say nothing, you wasn't going to say nothing. You was just going to leave me sitting in this parking lot waiting on you.
That's
So I
pathetic.
then had to do a whole nother last minute find a girl. I think that was the time that I was going on vacation with my family, and I ended up just going to the Africans and getting some braids.
Yeah.
And I literally have been
Yeah.
so for a week I was gone on vacation. So we had a conversation via text. I'm gonna send you your deposit back, but I was gone for a week, so it wasn't on my mind. But I come back and I'm like, this girl still ain't sent me my Cash App deposit back. So I'm reaching out to her. I'm reaching
Mm-mm.
3-4 weeks go by past it, and the girl still ain't sent me my deposit back.
Oh
I pulled
no.
her back up on her at her job at a time that I knew she was gonna be there. Cause see, you still posting on your story time about, oh, you got openings today. You'll be in the shop at this time. I'm gonna be there too. I'm be there too. See, I was trying to do us both a favor and not have me pop up at your job because although I don't know how you are, I know how I am. I didn't want us to do that. I didn't want us to have to go there. So I go in and shop and I'm like, hey, I'm loud. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I had an appointment with you 4 weeks ago, and I've been texting you about my deposit. You stopped responding. I'm loud. I'm loud because I want everybody in this motherfucker to know what's going on. In case I gotta throw hands, y'all understanding why I'm throwing hands. She gonna tell me, oh, my Cash App stopped working. Your Cash App didn't stop working because you were still on your story today telling people Cash App you for the deposit or the deposit wasn't secure.
Joy, did you say that?
And I
Did you
didn't say
say
that.
that?
But when she said, oh, my Cash App stopped working, I said, it's okay. I got Zelle, Venmo. I'll take cash. Because, see, at this point, she got a girl in her chair. Ask her how she going to pay you. Because she can send me the deposit and she can send you the remaining balance. I know she stopped what she was doing and sent me that Cash App. Thank you. Thank you so much for my deposit. Have a good day. Bitch,
Bitch.
don't play with me.
Bitch. Like,
But I guarantee you the girls do that and often and they end up keeping people's deposits.
no, not.
People be having to go to the bank and fight PayPal trying to get their money back. I'm popping up at your job, ho.
Yeah, so
What's
I'm the
up?
girl that's gonna, if you ask me to reschedule and it works for me, I'll say yes, because I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to get
Mm-hmm.
my hair done. But also, if you can't do my hair on that day and our schedules don't align, I do want my deposit back. And you're gonna give it to me because I would have reported the Cash App. Now your Cash App really don't work because Cash App know you withholding funds or
Mm-hmm.
that this is a fraudulent charge and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
yada yada. We'll make sure Cash App don't work, sweetie. Don't fuck. Oh, my Cash App is broken. What kind of answer is that? The bitches don't want to make money these days. What did Kim K say? You gotta get your ass up and fucking work. Like,
It was some girls on TikTok saying that even though the stylist had canceled on them, the stylist was telling them that the deposit was non-refundable, so the only thing they could do was reschedule or they wouldn't get it back. Baby, I'm gonna get my
we
shit
will
back
go
in
to
blood.
small
How
claims
you want to
court for
do it?
some shit like that. Are you stupid? Like, where? So when the girls are going to hair school, the ones that are actually licensed cosmetologists, because we can touch on some other things too. Um, is there no curriculum on customer service? Be-
Well, actually, there was a girl on TikTok that talked about that too. She said before you even get into your skill set, whether you an esthetician, whether you a barber, you doing hair, nails, that is actually the first part of the curriculum is the customer service.
so
Because I think she had given a scenario like they do the customer service first, and then let's say that you are a hairstylist. As you're going through the skill set part of the hair, like if you are in the I guess simulation part and they tell you do this certain type of cut and you mess the cut up, the instructor may come over there and be like, okay, well, I'm the customer and I don't like my hair, so what we gonna do? And they would have to, give a response that is customer
yes.
service focused. But like you said, the girl's not licensed, they're not going to school, so they missed that whole curriculum. But this is the thing. Even if you didn't go to hair school and you didn't get that part of the curriculum, everybody can put themselves in the customer shoes because
Mm-hmm.
we're all customers. So what I don't understand how you can't have a little bit of empathy and understanding on how you would feel. It was girls talking about, oh, my makeup artist canceled me the day of my baby shower. I mean,
That's
just wild
egregious.
stuff. So
And
this
if you're gonna
thing,
cancel, I would hope that you have another person that you can refer me to who's available. Like, hey girl,
right?
I got this client, I
Mm-hmm,
can't do her makeup. I want to put her in good hands. Can I, throw you the alley
mm-hmm,
oop? I don't even know if that's the right term, but can
mm-hmm,
I throw you the alley
mm-hmm,
oop and you do
mm-hmm,
her makeup? Like, they don't even do
mm-hmm,
that.
mm-hmm.
Um,
But the old school stylists do. Because I
Mhm.
can remember when I was in high school, my hairstylist at the time, her son was battling leukemia. And so there would be some times when he would go in for treatment and something would happen and she wouldn't be able to come to work. She had 3, 4 other stylists in the salon that was taking the
Mhm.
rest of her clients for the day. And she would let you know ahead of time, hey, I'm not making it into work today, but so and so is going to be taking care of you. I'm really
Mhm.
sorry. Like the old school stylists wouldn't dare, wouldn't even allow you. Not even a question. You're not coming in the salon washed and blow dried.
Yeah.
Girl, no. Never gonna happen.
Here's an example of, I think, of good customer service. And I'm a nail girl. I get my nails done religiously. That is my thing. You know how some women get their hair done. We're like you're a hair and a nail girl, but I'm just a nail girl because I am a poor. Um,
Shut up, my
um,
love Tasha.
my nail girls are my friends because when I find that one fire person, like I'm locked in. Like, and I
Mm-hmm.
tell them when I sit in their chair,
Mm-hmm.
like I told her, I said, I looked at your Instagram and I said, you're my third nail person that I've tried since I moved to Chicago. This is the 1 year anniversary of me being here. I'm very excited to get my nails done by you. And she was just like, I'm scared now. She was like, I need to do your nails really well. And I was like, I actually have no doubt that you're going to do my nails the
Mm,
way that I want them done because I
mm,
literally stalked your Instagram and you do beautiful work.
mm-hmm.
We still together to this day. She texted me. Now I have an appointment next um Wednesday. It was supposed to be Wednesday because I'm going on vacation. She said, "Hey love, would you be able to come on Monday instead of Wednesday?" This is well in advance of my appointment. She said,
Mm-hmm.
or Friday. I said, I can do Friday. She said, what time on Friday? I said, I can do the morning. She said, okay, is 10 o'clock okay? I said, I can do 10. She said, okay, I'll see you Friday at 10. Thank you for being so flexible with me. I appreciate it. But that's also my dog though. And that's
Mm-hmm. And still giving you good customer service. Not even talking to you like the homegirl. She's in business mode
yeah.
giving customer service.
Yes, yes. Thank you for being so flexible for me. She know I don't give a fuck because I'm going to get my nails done. And you know I'm
Mm-hmm.
going on vacation. So if we got to pick a different day because Wednesday doesn't work for you, she probably going to go out on Wednesday's Dia de los Muertos.
Mm-hmm.
And she is Puerto Rican. So
Mm-hmm.
she's probably going to kick it on Tuesday and she's probably going to pick
Okay.
it, which is I can that's a wild guess, but I wouldn't be surprised. So that's fine. My nails is just gonna be super fresh for my cruise. I ain't tripping.
Okay.
But she's really nice. She's really sweet. Even sitting down in her chair, it was a great experience. I got my hair done for the first time in Chicago. I got a half up, half down sew in, and I had stalked the Instagram. It was a big shop, lots of women in there, and I'm like, oh, this is so nice. It's over on the south side. Like I get to see like the community over here, and just it's a different life. It's just a different setting than where I live. So I go to the salon, and when you first walk in, everyone greets you, speaks to you. There's a
Mm.
person at the counter that checks you in or whatever, and they take you to the back, put your stuff here, get your cape, yada yada. Here's the restroom. Wonderful. Kind of giving me a lay of the land of the space. And then, I sit and I wait, and then a young lady comes up. And I what I assume is some of these young girls that are working in here are getting their hours because they're actually in
Mm-hmm.
school. So she's
Mm-hmm.
like, handling, she's doing the customer service. And she's like, I'm gonna take you to the shampoo bowl. So I'm at the shampoo bowl. Somebody that's not the girl that's going to do my sewing is shampooing my hair. Not a big deal. Fine.
I don't like it.
I don't I don't either, but I wasn't tripping. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
tripping. I had an event. I needed to get my hair done. So she shampooing my hair. The girl comes over and she goes, "Okay, so you want a half up, half down sew in?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Okay, so you didn't want to get a glue in?" And I was
Trying to change your service.
because she didn't want to take the time to sew my
Mm-hmm.
hair in. And if you sew it in, it's 25 extra dollars.
Mm.
So you are only going to get 25 extra. Why would I get my hair glued in for 150 when I can do a half up, half down for 175 that's going to last longer? What's going
Mm-hmm.
on, sweetie?
Mm-hmm.
And so she was like, well, is there any particular reason why you don't want to glue in? Because I don't want to fucking glue in, sweetheart. That's not what I selected. I want a half up, half down sew in. That is the service that I clicked the button on the website. Stop fucking asking me about glue-in. Stop trying to direct me into saying, okay, well, I'll get a glue-in. I don't want that. So I'm not going to select that. The fuck? And I didn't like her attitude. There was no, she wasn't polite. Hi, how you doing? My name is Mariah. I'm the one that's going to be doing your half up, half down.
Especially for somebody, a client that's new. Yeah. An introduction, a hi, hello. How did you
Nothing,
find me?
nothing,
What are your
nothing
hair
like that.
concerns? Yeah.
Nothing like that. And then I had asked her, "Do you know how to do the sew-in where like my natural hair, like no, none of my hair is out. Like you can the half this part where the part is, you can like sew it a certain way where you can't see that it's weaver. No, I don't know how to do that. Kind of fucking stylist are you? But whatever. My hair was still laid. She did a wonderful job. I've gone back to her since. She has since left the shop that I went to, and there was some drama that went down as a result of her leaving. So there, I got a glimpse of, some shit that I think was bubbling. When I went to go get my service. Now, knowing what I know now, it doesn't sound like that was she made it seem like she was in a bad place. The salon is making it seem like she was a bad apple.
What's also interesting about that story is that you said that your sew-in was $175, your quick weave was $150.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, why is the quick weaves, why are they costing the same amount as the sew-ins?
It should be
The
half the
whole
price.
reason that the quick weave process is what it is and was created
Quick.
how it was because
Quick.
it was supposed to be quick and cheaper because it didn't last as long. Why are you charging me $25 less for something is remarkably less as far as wear and tear than the sew-in? And the girls are outrageous. They have gotten off their rocker with these prices.
And I'm kind of
I really like to wear my natural hair. I like to get my natural hair taken care of.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tay Styles in Atlanta. If you in the Atlanta area, Tay Styles, Tayk, and then the word Styles. She was a girl that took care of, maintained, grew, trimmed, treated my natural hair. And that's something that's really important to me. I don't want to wear wigs. I don't want to put weave in my hair all the time. I really like my hair to be healthy. And the girls are just not caring about that because you don't want to wash my hair. You don't want to shampoo it. You don't want to condition it. You're not giving me a hydration treatment. Why aren't you wanting to see the condition of my scalp? Y'all be saying, oh, if your hair is not all the way straight, real clean, then I can't do it. But I can't see the back of my hair, baby. I didn't know that the last style that I got, it was so much product used that I wasn't able to scratch all of that stuff up off my scalp. But you would have known had you done what you're supposed to do as a stylist, and you would have washed my hair yourself. You just want me to come in, sit in your chair, braid me down, throw some glue on my edges that's already gone, put the wig on,
Stop.
and then put me in front of a grass wall for a picture and a couple of videos. No. The prices are exorbitant. The customer service isn't there. It's just the girls are tired, and like I said, TikTok was chewing them hoes up left and right.
Good. They literally deserve it. They fucking deserve it. When I first moved to Chicago, was looking for someone to do my hair. Came across a guy, the most soothing flat iron videos ever. He used Marcel irons, and I'm like, I want to go to him. I waited a whole year to get into his salon or to get in his chair. A whole year, because this is how booked up he is. Okay, he does classes. He's award winning, amazing. Imagine my surprise when I get up in there and he only flat irons my hair. He did not shampoo. He did not deep condition. He did not blow dry. He does blowout videos too. He did nothing to my hair. He flat ironed it and he gave me a trim. That was it.
Not false advertisement.
Very much false. And it was $125 for a silk press.
And that's the other thing. We put this cute little word on it, silk press, but let's really give it the name that it deserves. Okay?
It's a fucking flat iron.
Right. Okay. Y'all put the word silk press on it, and then y'all started charging over $100 for it. When truth be told, I remember when I used to get, and this was back in like the 2000s, early 2000s.
Isn't a press, if you're not using a pressing comb, just
Is it?
I just
Is it? Um, but I remember when I was in high school, so this is the early 2000s, and I would get a relaxer, washed, conditioned,
mhm,
blown out,
mhm.
or put a roller set, and then or not even a roller set, however they were pressing your hair, whether it's hot comb or whatever. And even with the relaxer, I was paying $65.
Mm.
The price for that now, without the relaxer, is 100. It's two times that. It's 125,
Mhm,
130.
mhm.
I've even seen 140. I've seen where, oh, okay, you want me to do your quick weave or your sew in, it's extra for curls.
It's extra for curls.
On my mama, I am not telling a lie. It's literally, if you want curls, you have to book that as an add-on to your service. Girl, what?
As like, why do I have to pay $15 for you to bend your wrist extra? Like,
Because you're using the flat iron, so that's all it is.
yeah, you like. I mean, I so like
So speaking,
this and the.
if you want cramps, that's extra. If you want curls, that's extra. Yeah. Styling is not just everything is a la carte. Everything is a la carte. Speaking of Miss Atlanta, because baby, like I said, it won't just the hairstylist getting it was all of Atlanta.
Mm.
Speaking of Miss Atlanta, the beginning of the week they started on the beauty industry, namely the hair girls. And baby, by the end of the week, Mr. Lee, the man himself, Keith Lee, was in Atlanta with his family on tour. And baby, the Atlanta restaurants is they wanting to tussle. They probably in the back having all type of meetings with the staff on what they need to do and how they need to act. Because Mr. Lee, this is the thing about Keith Lee. Keith Lee is a sweet man.
Mhm.
He's a very much God is amazing. Y'all have a blessed day
Mhm.
type of man, and not in a disingenuous way. That's truly who he is at
Mhm.
his core. And he'll come, the video gonna be good. He gonna say some shit when he come in and be like, I don't mean none, I don't mean no harm. I don't have no malicious intent. And I hope y'all do not bash these people business. This is my honest opinion. And remember, this may not be your experience, but this is me and my family experience. You already know it's some shit. And Mr. Lee said, I don't know what's going on in Atlanta. They got so many rules. You got so many rules, you can't order no food. He went to one place and he said he was doing the review. He said, as you can see, I don't have any food. We tried to call our owner in. The automated message when we called said you cannot place orders over the phone. You have to order on DoorDash. So we got on DoorDash. And then it said the restaurant was closed. We tried to order at 4, but it said the restaurant don't close at 5. So my wife went in to get the food. They told her they was closed for a deep clean. So then I went inside and they tried to serve me. And I told them, respectfully, no. I want the same service you offer everybody else. I know that's right, Keith. That was at the Real Milk and Honey. Google did what it does. The reviews have tanked. Okay, y'all said y'all wasn't serving people, then y'all saw Keith Lee walk in, and suddenly y'all have room. Y'all was available. He was like, nah. He went to the Atlanta Breakfast Club. Okay, which I tried to go there before. It's such a hassle to get a table at the Atlantic Breakfast
I
Club
believe
for
I
very
have
much
been there.
subpar. It's close to. It's right across the street from the aquarium. So in the downtown area, it's
Is
very
it
much
like yellow?
very regular, basic breakfast. Like nothing about it
I
is
think I've
special.
been
I would
there.
rather eat in my grandma or my mama kitchen.
Is the interior like those plush like turquoise chairs and shit?
Mm-mm. Very, very much basic. I ain't gonna say Waffle House, but very like like diner. It's a diner experience.
Okay, okay.
But Mr. Lee went there, and food was subpar or okay, but like not the best. But what really got the review was the fact that he got some type of shortcake French toast, and it was supposed to have shortcake crumbles on it. It had one block of a shortbread piece, and he said, "So do I break this up myself on here?" He said he had gotten another breakfast that was just like bacon, potatoes, stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But in a biscuit, no jelly for the biscuit. And the person, one of his family members that was in the car for him, he's like, this might have been good with some butter or something. He said, oh, no, they charge $1 for butter. Keith turned around in the car. He said, they charge $1 for butter at a breakfast spot? They said, yeah, they charge $1 for butter. He said, that's
Who's
crazy.
eating dry waffles for fun? Like I wouldn't serve anybody a waffle at my home without any butter. I'm putting butter on that shit as wow, okay.
Butter, charging somebody $1 for butter
I've never
when
been
you
there.
are a breakfast place and you serve pancakes, waffles, biscuits, toast.
Trying to get
What?
over. You trying to get over.
Yeah.
Nickel and
Yeah.
diming people. You're trying to nickel and dime people. Like what the fuck?
Mhm.
$1 for butter that
Mhm.
belongs on the fucking shit you serve? Oh my god.
That's Atlanta. And again, TikTok went into an uproar because like I'm so glad Keith Lee is coming here and shining a light on this stuff because the
Yes.
stuff that you deal with trying to get food in Atlanta, particularly on the weekends, it's asinine. There are
But
places
support
where you
black
will go
business.
there.
Support black business.
And that's what
No.
that was yep, that was the takeaway too.
No.
Y'all want us to support y'all, but y'all don't even make it easy to support y'all. Everywhere I go, I gotta valet my car. And when I say valet the car, I mean the valet takes your car and literally parks it in a spot that is 2 hops and a skip from the front door of the establishment. But you have no other option but to valet. Stupid stuff like that. You got a 90-minute max on the table, but the food comes out an hour after you've been there. Just stupid stuff. Just stupid stuff.
I don't like that.
Atlanta, baby, get on your Zoom. Get on your Zoom. Okay?
Ooh. There I seen someone on Twitter say, I can't wait till he comes to Houston. Really turn some
Mm.
shit up. Y'all gotta
Have you
work
been to Houston?
I've been to Houston once
Okay.
for a new year going into 2020.
Okay. I went to Houston for a cousin's wedding years back.
Okay.
I didn't really go out like that, so I don't really know the Houston experience.
Okay, so I had the Houston experience. I had the Sunday fun day that lasted all day. And I have a funny story about that because if you follow people from Houston on Twitter, there's like a running joke like you not really built for Houston if you can't handle a Sunday fun day, which can literally start early in the
I
morning
have seen that.
and go all the way at night. And I had that
Yeah.
Sunday fun day, and at the end of the night, my I had watered up because I was very drunk, and among other things, I was hugging trees. I was having a full Houston experience. And I was sitting like with my head in my hands, and I was like, I want to go home because I
I've
was
heard that about Houston. Yeah, I've heard
I
it's one of
was
them.
I
Yeah.
mean, we went to this 5150 turkey leg hut, the attic or something. I mean, we there was like five different places that we went to in one day, and I'm like, okay,
Mm.
okay.
Mhm.
Actually,
Mhm.
I would like to go home.
Okay.
I would like to go
Okay.
home. So, yeah, I'm anxious to see. I like Keith Lee's adventures. Get him on the Food Network. Let's get him a TV show.
Mhm.
Let's do
Mhm.
this because he's
I
doing
saw a
the
comment
Lord's
on one of the
work.
posts that he did that says, "Finally, we made the right person famous." I feel the same way. Everything about Keith
Oh
Lee just
yeah.
warms when I watch his video. It just warms my heart. I just feel happy listening to him and watching him because he is just such a genuine
Mhm.
person. Really
Mhm.
is. He also
Here.
reviewed Lil Baby's new seafood restaurant
Okay.
and stuff like that. I'm not a celebrity. Like I don't fan over celebrity stuff. Like I actually don't want to go ever at
Like, what does
all.
that nigga know about the restaurant industry other than it can make me some money?
And it's stuff like it's real. And I'm y'all. I hate to say it this way, but Pasha has talked about before the fact that certain movies I haven't seen because I don't like stereotypical type of movies. I don't want to keep seeing us as drug dealers and slave. I don't really like niggerish shit. Okay. Call it spade a spade. So I'm not interested in going to a seafood restaurant that's serving jerk crab legs. I just think that is like you just doing anything. You just throwing anything in the bag. I don't like stuff like that. But Keith Lee went. And I think he ended up not eating it because he was gonna get like catfish or something, but because he has a shellfish allergy, and they told him that they don't separate like the fish from like the shellfish. So he said, "Oh, okay, well I can't eat it then." And so his wife and I think his sister-in-law or sister did the review. I think they ended up liking the boiled egg, the corn, maybe one of the flavor of snow crab leg. But yeah, it's just the fact that people get to go, they get to get the Instagram pictures, the TikTok videos, and say they went to Little Baby restaurant. Nobody really is there for the food. Let's be honest.
When I go to
And that's
Atlanta,
no
that's the
dig at
last
Little
place I'm
Baby.
thinking about going.
That's no dig at Lil Baby, but I don't even understand the connection between Lil Baby and a seafood restaurant. Like, to me, it would have made sense to do something like in Atlanta. You know, they have the Trap Museum.
Yes.
Okay, trap music, Atlanta, T.I., Jeezy, Gucci Mane. That makes sense. I would have liked something that was reminiscent of Lil Baby or Atlanta, and his name connected to that, even in the restaurant space.
Mm-hmm.
But you just open it. I hope it's some more fish in the sea after all these seafood places keep popping up left and right. Is y'all gonna put Ariel on the plate next? Because we definitely already in a Flounder and Sebastian. Damn. I don't know. I don't know.
I can't with you. You said you're gonna
That's
put
just how I
Ariel
feel,
on the
friend.
platter next.
Mm-hmm.
I'm weak.
Ain't gonna be no fish left in the sea.
Lil Baby and seafood. Yeah, that's
I don't understand the connection. I've never seen him eat seafood. He's not like, oh my god, it's
and
just
you fuck with him, so
I love Lil Baby.
yeah.
Oh baby, yes. I'm a Lil Baby girl through and through. When Passion was in Atlanta with me in March, y'all, I told her, baby, this is a Lil Baby vehicle. We listening to Lil
I'm
Baby
over
the
here
whole
like who
weekend.
I don't really listen to Lil Baby like
But
that. You was
when it
looking at
don't
me
make
like, get the
sense,
fuck out my car.
when it don't make sense, it just don't make sense.
I
You
know he's
know,
just not
a fashion girly like Jada, who she's a fashion girly. It makes sense that she comes out with her own fashion brand. You
right,
understand what
right,
I'm saying there?
right, right.
A makeup girly coming on out with her own line of highlighter or it makes sense.
Yeah.
But Lil Baby in a seafood restaurant, what's the connection? Because I'm not getting it.
You're just trying to have other streams of income. That's it.
Or wash money. One of the two. Maybe it's both. I don't know.
I hope he ain't trying to launder no money. Like come
I
on.
mean, y'all listen. When I'm telling y'all this is not because I know it to be fact. I'm just saying what everybody else is thinking.
Mm.
And I don't mean it to be mean to Lil Baby because again, like I said, I love Lil Baby.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, y'all. Stuff just don't be making sense, and I'm just gonna. My podcast mic is on, and it ain't being returned. Okay.
I'm crying. Well, speaking of quality control,
Mm.
Jay
And it's the P.
yes. There are some other young people that he works with that go by the name of JT and Carisha, aka Young Miami, also known as the City Girls. And they just
Mm.
released an album. Have you
Did they?
So I'm just gonna say that I've not listened to any of the songs except for the one little song that they have
No one
been.
else has either, friend.
Have you?
No one else has either, me included.
Okay. How about let's just like well I guess we can't really listen to much music on here because YouTube will kick us off. But
YouTube will ban us. Honestly, I think we had talked about this previous though that they were having an album coming out, but there didn't seem much. There didn't seem to be much rollout for it.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Um, I I have a lot of theories about that
Mm-hmm.
duo there. I love JT because she's beautiful. JT, that is a face. Now that is a
Mm-hmm.
face. She is absolutely beautiful.
I follow her on Instagram. I like her too.
That attitude, garbage. That
Yeah.
attitude is garbage. And there's only so many times I'm going to listen to you say, I mean, I'm from Miami. That's just how we are. No, bitch, you're famous now. It's called media training. It's called.
Only thing I will say in defense of that is I feel like I feel like in the early days, early City Girl days, JT was on the defense a lot because people were picking at an insecurity of hers. I don't think that it is
No,
an insecurity of hers anymore.
I
But
don't.
just as okay, you don't okay.
Her attitude is stank.
It has. Her attitude has stank for sure, but I think that it was heightened because she was always on the defense. And I think that's one thing that A&Rs don't do anymore is that they
Mm,
don't media train their artists. You shouldn't be responding to every single thing that somebody says on the internet. You
right.
shouldn't be responding to every little dig and every little joke. And you can't do that. You
Yep.
can't.
I feel like her attitude be stank when it comes to like Lil Uzi and the
Mhm.
shit that she be
Mhm.
doing that gets picked up by the blogs that people are
Mhm.
recording and posting all over Instagram. Like, you know, I don't know. I just think that when you're famous, you want to keep things for yourself. You're however you want to be in a public relationship and the shit is just going to be public, that's okay. But we literally saw you throw your phone at Lil Uzi because he was sitting next to Ice Spice. And then you want to try to get on the Breakfast Club and offer this little spin about how you was mad because he was sitting by his homie and he didn't tell his homie to get up so you could sit down. That nigga wasn't sitting by his homie. We all saw that. He was sitting by
Mhm.
Ice Spice and you
Mhm.
got mad at him about that.
Mhm.
What if that
I saw the attempted spin on the Breakfast Club. Nobody believed it. I don't know why people don't just like everybody seems to admire them, but nobody ever wants to take a page out of Jay-Z and Beyonce's book. Do you know how many allegations and stories have come out and those people been together for
20
20
years?
years?
20 years.
Like Beyonce created a whole entire music album about the nigga cheating and still ain't did one interview, podcast, write up, magazine, article, nothing. You're not getting anything. It's still speculation. We feel like we got the gist of it, but nothing has been spoken from the inside
Mhm.
of the house. Even though people were throwing stones to the outside of the house. It's like you don't want the blogs to talk about you when they're talking about your behavior at an award show,
Mhm.
but when you are doing, Paris Week and all these magazine campaigns and brand deals, you want them to talk about that. You don't get to pick and choose which they talk about. They're not your publicist. They
Mhm.
report all of the news,
Mhm.
good, bad,
All
not so
all
good,
of it.
indifferent, everything.
Mhm. So and I definitely went on a tangent which brings me the reason why I went off on this tangent is specifically because I have not heard any of the music. The promo and the rollout has literally been non-existent with the exception of these handful of interviews they've given. But
What's the song? What's the single that came out? Do you know the artist that was on the feature?
her name is Kim Petras.
I was wondering if you knew her because I know you into different types of
I
music.
only know her because she's like trans, and her and
Oh,
Sam Smith performed at the Grammys, and it was the first trans person ever in history to perform at the Grammys. So it was like
oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's the only reason why I know her. The song is actually cute,
Mm,
but not for the fall. It would have been cute for the
mm,
summer.
okay.
But I think I want to talk about them because I feel like the dynamic is not there anymore
Between the two of them, JT
between
and Carisha.
JT and Young Miami. There was
Okay.
like Young Miami, her body language tells everything. Her body
Mm,
language gives away everything. And she just looks like she's over this shit.
mm,
It seems to me like JT is still hungry and still wants City Girls to be a thing, but the effort on both ends isn't matching.
okay.
I feel like these are two women that love when they can be up under a nigga, and I think that that is
Mm,
starting to the dude infiltrate their dynamic as well. I mean, Carisha's with a whole billionaire. She is a list.
mm-hmm,
She is a list.
mm,
Um, not only because she is on Diddy's arm, but because she's ventured out to do a bunch of new things. She's in movies. She's been in a couple movies. She's done some TV things. She's got her little line of merch that she releases. She's got
mm.
that game that's going to be sold in Walmart. Like she's making business moves. She's got the podcast, a BET award winning podcast. She's a list.
It sounds like it's almost like just listening to you describe it. It almost sounds like doing a City Girls album and roll out and tour and interviews is bottom of the barrel now
Or
because she's already surpassed
Carisha don't
that
got time
mark.
for that no more.
Mm, mm,
And so they everyone she's JT made the comment like everyone keeps talking about how we gonna break up and I should go solo. She was like, I put out no bars just because that's just how I felt. And she was like, but I feel like the City Girls can be big. We can really be a thing. Carisha
mm.
never really wanted to be in a rap
That
group.
was her stepping stone. She stepped off that stone at this point.
And I think there is some there's some animosity there. They won't say it. They won't
Mm. It's evident though. You can
you
see
can
it in the
see it. You don't ever
interviews.
have to say anything about it, but you can see it. And then too, like, Carisha seems to have a very relaxed view on her relationship with Diddy. She'll have her moments, But then
Mm-hmm.
she's like, when I'm with Diddy, that when I'm with my nigga, that's my nigga when I'm with him. And she said, I am single though. I don't think JT has acted out publicly behind
Mm-hmm.
Lil
Mm-hmm.
Uzi Vert.
Yeah.
Like it's that like even their relationship dynamic with the men in their life is not the same because these men aren't the same.
And it's interesting too because the whole City Girls, like everything about the City Girls was kind of Carisha's way of how she handles her relationship with Diddy. And it seems like JT is kind of like the I want to be in love, stop playing with me, let's stay together type of girl.
Yeah.
It kind of goes against like what you knew the City Girls for, what they rapped about when
Yep.
they were first coming out.
Yep. Um, and so I just, and then too, like I know the Migos was having problems with the label. In the Breakfast
Mm-hmm.
Club
Oh
interview,
yeah, that's a good point.
JT and Carisha said that they don't have any management at all. So it literally is just like the label, like they don't have a manager.
How do you not? I mean, you have to have somebody to handle your
I
bookings.
mean, I think, P and or Coach K, I think they're like the managers.
Hmm, that's interesting.
But also, that Quality Control sold their company to Scooter Braun.
No, when did that happen?
Oh goodness, this was a few months back. Let me look it up real
Wait, actually, I think I do remember something about that because there was like something of P and K celebrating that
Yeah.
and taking the business kind of up. I do
Yeah.
remember that. I remember that.
So when you have the City Girls who are actually
Mm,
quite popular and do have a nice, have some nice musical offerings out, I'm surprised that selling your company to a man like Scooter Braun, who really drew managed the careers of Ariana Grande and Justin Timberlake. I know he's got some people in his camp that could help.
that could be their manager.
Yeah, so I find that to be interesting, and they were. I will say this: whoever their PR person is, whoever their media person is, they need to be careful in how they spoke about that situation because you could tell that there's some issues there, but they're not gonna shit on Coach K and P.
Mm.
I think Carisha aligning herself with Diddy is a I got a powerful man behind me.
It's a chess move.
Yeah, Coach K and P, y'all cool and y'all quality control and y'all this and y'all that, but like Diddy is my nigga, and if I don't ever want to do nothing with you niggas again, I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
That's very much a chess move.
Hmm.
There's a lot that's going on there.
Hmm.
There is a lot going on there. And
Well, it reflected in the lack of album sales for sure.
yeah,
Like I saw the tail end of a live where um JT was like, it seems like she's over it too though, because in the live she was like, tell me what y'all favorite song is off the album, what's y'all favorite song off the album. And so of course it's trolls in the comments, and the trolls was like, they don't have a favorite song, the album sales show you they didn't listen to it. And she ended up just getting off the live.
yeah. I mean,
But she seemed over it like, I'm just about to get off this live, and I'll see y'all get on later. Maybe I get like over it. I think they're both over it. I think it's a lot of things. I think also the state of music is
mhm.
just the artists feel it too. The interest isn't there. The love for it isn't there. Um, I think for the people who really do enjoy putting music together, like I think the City Girls enjoyed what they were doing on their last two albums. I think they had a good time putting those songs
Yep.
together and creating the videos and the looks and the whole theme behind it. But I don't think that people who really have a love for it in that way are successful anymore if they don't make a TikTok. If it doesn't blow up on TikTok, and that's sad to say. Like
Mhm.
I know people say, "Oh, I'm over the TikTok dance, I'm over," but really, that's how people be knowing songs. I'll know 15 seconds of a song, can't tell you what the name of the song is, who
Mhm.
the song by, who sing the song, where the song. I don't know any of that. I don't know. I heard a snippet of the single. I'm not a fan. Um, and just based on the album sales, I probably won't ever listen to it because it doesn't seem as though it's worthy of my
Mhm.
listen.
And then the
Not that
album
mine
name,
matters more than anybody else's, but
Raw, Real Ass Whores. That doesn't even sound right. It doesn't even like roll off the tongue well.
hmm
It doesn't even roll off the tongue.
I know they put no bars on there, which I thought that was interesting. Um, I don't know. I really like JT's single "No Bars" too. That was a banger. That one
I will have to
touched
find
me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to give it a listen because I didn't. But that's the other thing
You
too.
listen to no? Oh yes, girl. She did her big one with that.
But JT, if you know you can rap for real and you have the hunger and the drive, make your own music. Carisha been doing her
Right.
own thing. What's wrong with you making your own
Right.
music, or does your
Exactly.
contract not allow you to do so? Like, what's really going on?
Hmm. Well, I know that Charlemagne spoke on the fact that she won another award for the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and she seemed to get a little bit defensive, which I don't blame
Mm-hmm.
her. You're supposed to be defensive about your stuff, sis, but I'm gonna agree with Charlemagne. You shouldn't have got that award. You shouldn't have got it the first time. You shouldn't have got it this year. You
Mm-hmm.
don't even put out enough content
Mm-hmm.
to get an award for a podcast. And I honestly think that everybody else who was in the category should feel slighted. They should feel as though it's a slap in the
Mm-hmm.
face, because you mean to tell me at minimum I had 52 episodes this year and you gave the award to somebody who had 4? Come on, bro. That don't make sense. I don't care
Well,
how
I want
hard
to know what was the
Carisha said.
criteria.
Carisha said, have Diddy money, clearly. Because that's what Charlemagne said. The Diddy Body Award. You know Charlemagne gonna say what he wanna say.
Messy.
But Carisha was like, I don't know, like, why I can't win. Like, well, I worked hard. And no one's saying that you didn't work hard on those 4 episodes. But when we're talking about working hard and we're talking about people who are consistently putting out
Like
content
drink
week
champs.
after week, staying on topic, staying on trend, addressing issues, talking about the things, you just can't compare, sweetie. It's like comparing a housewife to, a housewife who's cooking meals for her family every day of the week, or, to somebody who makes a meal once a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a fair comparison.
Yeah.
I don't even think she should have been in the category.
Yeah. Yep.
There has to be some type of stipulation to that too going forward, because another reason I feel like people don't have the love for music anymore, and that goes for artists and fans, is because it has become so watered down
Mm-hmm.
with who blows up and how hot things are, when the true artistry
Mm-hmm.
and the true artistry of music
Yeah.
isn't there, but they connected to this person, they connected to that
Yep.
person. And now it seems as though podcasts feel the same way. You got an award with this little episode, but I literally been grinding the podcast
Mm-hmm.
out for all these weeks with all these guests, putting together quality interviews. I think the thing that Charlemagne said that stuck out to me was, or maybe it was somebody in the comments, was, Miami sit down for these people with a little funny chit chat, as a funny chit chat. And these other podcasts that were in the category, Breakfast Club,
Mm-hmm.
Drink Champs, Joe Budden podcast, when they're
Million
interviewing
Dollar
people, they're
Bang was
really
in there
doing
too.
their research.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, but again, this is like you said. This is Carisha, 29, 30-year-old, sitting up here with her homegirls having some chit chat. Nori is talking to legends. He's talking to rap legends, rap stars, old and young. Um, Talking to moguls, men who've become
Mm-hmm.
moguls like Dame
Mm-hmm.
Dash. Talking to Kanye, talking to Pusha T, getting into the beef, which is part of rap culture. Then you have $1 million worth of game. I don't really know who those niggas are, but I guess they talk about valuable stuff. And then you have Joe
Mm-hmm.
Budden, who is the one who I would say is the loudest, the most opinionated, the one that's
Mm-hmm.
be stirring shit up. Like we talked about
Mm-hmm.
him and Drake last week or whatever. And they do their offerings weekly. These are pioneers in the. I don't want to call them pioneers, but these are veterans in the hip hop community. So to your point, these are people who do their research and actually have a leg to stand on as a podcaster. And people make career pivots all the time. Like we can shit on Joe Budden for not being super duper successful as a musician, but he hit a hard pivot and made it. And he
Right. And I think that's something to be said.
hell
If you
yeah,
know how many people try to pivot and they don't make it,
exactly. I
the
mean,
dig about him not being a superstar as far as rap is concerned, I don't see that as a dig, because it's like, but you still talking about me. You still know who I am. You still know my name. I'm the opinion that you hoping that you don't have to hear nothing negative from when it comes to the work you put out.
Rihanna
People care.
Rihanna is going to go down in history as a legend and an icon, but she definitely said fuck music.
Mm,
I am huge and known and well known for music. I'm a
mm-hmm,
Grammy award winning artist, but I am also a beauty mogul who is a billionaire. My stuff's in Ulta, Sephora, Harrods. It's global. That
mm-hmm,
is that's a career pivot. That is nothing different than what Joe Budden did.
mm-hmm,
I love when celebrities do that. I love it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's what JT's doing too, I think. I think she's pivoting and she's inserting herself into high
And
fashion,
she should.
couture
She
fashion.
should.
Yeah,
She absolutely
yeah.
should.
She
And
don't need the Fashion Nova check. She don't want to do
no,
any of that.
she's not
I
she's
love
not
that
even
for her.
asking for Fenty money to wear the little stuff. She doesn't need any of
Mhm.
that. You know what JT can do? Be beautiful, wear pretty
Mhm.
clothes, be Uzi's girlfriend, and make solo music.
I love that for her. I really do. I think we talked about that before too. I love the
That would be
direction she's
great.
moving in.
That would be
Yeah.
great. She is different from Carisha, and she's different from every other bitch that's in the rap game too. So I all signs to me are pointing to it's time for you to step out on your own. You seem to really care about this music shit. Carisha's just kind of like, whatever. I made $1 million off of my game. Like, and then too, if you know that your management and your label ain't really like supporting you, it is on you to what's the word I'm looking for? Damn it, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Well,
Frank, can you hear that music?
mm-mm.
I'm gonna be going to have a talk with my neighbor when we get off the podcast.
Uh-oh. What they listening
I can
to?
hear lyrics up here. I can hear the beat, the lyric, the cymbal, the drum. I can hear it all. I can hear what that nigga cough on the track. Why is your music that loud?
God
I don't give a damn what time of the day it is. Why am I forced to hear what you want to listen to?
damn. You know what? I'm not going to say anything because I'm probably that neighbor.
I don't mind loud music, but there is a point where you just got to be respectful because you do have neighbors.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just their part of the song and they're going to eventually turn it down. I hope that is the case.
I can't. What they listening to it? Are they jamming at least?
That depression music.
What's depression music, Joy?
Rod Wave.
Oh, I've never listened to any Rod Wave songs.
What's the boy named that little baby Bieber more some with an R, Rollo. Just
I don't
just
listen to little baby Joy. I don't.
you really can't hear that. You really can't hear that, friend. He listening to NBA YoungBoy now.
uh-uh.
Sorry, y'all.
That's so funny, but no, I can't hear. Maybe if when we listen to this back, I'll be able to hear it, but I can't hear anything.
Maybe because we on the mic, but I guarantee you, if you were on my phone, like we were on FaceTime, I guarantee you'd hear it.
Okay. Well, don't beat nobody up on this beautiful Sunday. I'm weak. You are over there like seething, like you want to go tell them to turn that shit down right now.
I am. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it. So we were talking about JT and Carisha and kind of the lanes that they are venturing into, and it is not the same lane. They are headed in separate, different directions. And so I wanted to talk about friendships and friendship dynamics when things change for people, when things in your friends' lives develop and kind of either separate you or keep you together. And yeah, let's chat.
With JT and Carisha, do you feel like it's their friendship, or do you think like it's just their career path,
Both.
or maybe they're just too intertwined? Okay,
Both. Like I've seen a lot of, because I like the City Girls, and I've seen a lot of interviews where they address the rumors. Like, people get mad that me and Carisha don't be hanging out. Like, I have my own friends, she has her own friends. Like, we some grown ass women. Like, why we don't need to be up under each other every day. And like that,
that's a little weird for a bandmate, though. To me,
it's weird to not be a little bit closer.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Or that y'all don't go out or hang out like that. That's weird to
Like,
me.
when Carisha's doing her thing and kicking it with Diddy and going to the parties and stuff, how come you not there? You don't want to go? Because I would want to go. Bitch, we going to Diddy party. Yeah, I'm in that motherfucker. Like, I'm there. What you mean? Fuck what Uzi got going on. I'm going to the white party with all the billionaires and stuff, making me some friends. Like, what? So that, to me, I just think their dynamic is very weird, and I honestly don't think that they really like each other, to be honest. I don't think they really like each other. I think they are under contract and they are just trying to get through it. I think
Friendships sometimes, transition into that, where what keeps them friends is just the how they became friends or how long they've been friends,
How do you think
even though
Destiny's
they've.
Child
Hmm.
navigated those dynamics? Because they're all clearly still close and good friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Obviously, there's Beyonce. Period. End of sentence. There, we don't even have to go into that because we all know what it is and what we've seen. She's a superstar who was in a group, and now she's the arguably the most, you know, successful one out of all. That's not to say that
Mm-hmm.
Kelly and Michelle aren't successful in their own right, but
Mm-hmm.
we've got Michael Jackson levels of success, and then we have like Donna Summer.
mm. Know the name, but in comparison to the King of Pop, it's actually not a comparison.
Like we can't even call Kelly Rowland Prince. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So
No.
how were they able to navigate that and growing up, because they were 15 and I think they disbanded when they were in their mid 20s. You know how and then Beyonce, I mean, everything is just on such a more grander scale, but
Mm-hmm.
they've
Mm-hmm.
managed to remain friends and be closely connected and not let what the outside may feel about how that looks infiltrate their friendship.
But you know what? To that point, I think sometimes you hold on. People can hold on. This isn't just celebrities. This is just us, everyday people. Hold on to a certain dynamic of a friendship so long that you aren't able to grow.
Mm.
Because look what's happening with Kelly Rowland right now. Fashion girl,
Mhm.
it girl,
Mhm.
in her bag,
Mhm.
the
Beautiful.
hair, the outfits. She is shining. But imagine if she had tried to stay in the music bag just because Beyonce was still there.
Mhm.
You hold on to certain dynamics because you let the dynamic become your story instead of letting the dynamic be a part of your story.
And now that you point that out, even though Beyonce's a fashion girl, she's not a fashion girl like that. She's not
Mm-mm.
going to the
Mm-mm.
fashion shows. She's not doing any of that. It literally is, I just want to be in the studio making music. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
She's a
Mm-hmm.
music
Yep.
girl.
Yep.
So that
But I think that's the same thing that's happening with JT and Carisha though. Carisha is pivoting into other roles, like you said, movies and TV.
mogul.
JT's pivoting into fashion, but y'all still trying to hold on to that City Girls dynamic. And like you said, it could just because they under contract.
Mhm.
Go ahead and end it.
Mhm.
Um, but I've had some friendships like that where I felt like it was certain things that, oh, we were friends. A lot of stuff be trauma bonds too, y'all. But we were friends because, we met in this way, or we knew that person, or we've been friends since sixth grade.
Mhm.
And it's just, people grow, people change. It
Mhm.
doesn't mean you got to be arch enemies, but maybe y'all have grown into more like acquaintances than actual friends,
Yeah.
but you're so busy trying to force it because of time or circumstance, and you end up really losing a good person that could stay in your life for the long haul, even as an acquaintance. You end up ruining that by forcing a friendship that just kind of has fizzled.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, been there,
Yes.
done that.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
I have one of my friends. She's been my friend since we were 13. We met in high school, going into high school, and we were cool, and then we weren't. And she went in one direction, I went in another direction, and then we kind of found our way back close again and got cool again, and we've been cool ever since. We were roommates. Our friendships for survived that by the grace of God. And then like our friendship has been 20, over 20 years long, and it has had plenty of ebbs and flows, but that's still my friend. And
Mm-hmm.
we got together 2 summers ago, and I finally was just like, she had asked me something like, I just felt like I was in like this really bad place, and I was just da da da, and I feel like I'm finally on the other side of it. And I
Mm.
said, I felt like for a long time, I couldn't share any of the good stuff that was going on in my life because you were so unhappy. You
Mm.
were just so unhappy. Like, if I would tell her something, her response would be like, oh, well, that's nice for you. And like, I don't really know,
Like she couldn't be happy for you.
or it's like, oh, once again, something great is going on in your life. And it's just
Wow.
like,
What a buzzkill.
there are a lot of things that happen in my life. And I think I shared the good and the bad, sweetie. So like let's not make it seem like I'm calling and bragging and stuff. Because I'm
Mhm.
not. But when you say, hey, what's going on with you? And I share with you, or you see something I posted on Insta, like that's no reason for you to be sitting there grumbling and grumbling. So what I did, I'm not going to say you're not my friend because we've been friends for 20 years at this point, but I'm just not going to share some shit with you. And
Mm.
she was like, really? Was I that bad? And I was just like, yeah. And I was like, but you know, you my dog. You still my friend. I just knew that there were some things I could share and some things I couldn't. And she was like, well, I hope that you will share like now. You know what I mean? So
Mm. Yeah.
I feel like as long, cause she's like, that's my sister bestie, my sisty. Like that's,
Mm.
cause the sister dynamic that's a hell of a friendship dynamic too.
Mhm.
And I don't
Mhm.
have that because, well, I do have sisters, but I'm not like super close with them. But like it was me and my brother in the home. So I didn't have like those sister fights and shit. Like the Kardashian, I never had that growing up. I also, yeah, I know you did. Um, but I've also had friendships that fizzled. You were with me when I decided that little bitch wasn't gonna be my friend no more. Remember when I came to Atlanta and we went to the Sabrina Claudio and Six Lack concert.
Oh, I do remember. That was the first time that should be putting me onto the music, y'all. But yes, I do remember that. I do.
I have not spoken to that girl since that weekend.
Really?
Dead ass. And she's tried to reach out a couple times. Block, no honey.
Oh my gosh, I did not
Oh
know that.
girl, when I'm done being your friend, I'm done.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was somebody that was my friend, and then we had a little falling out, and then we got cool again. Then we had that little falling out again when I went to Atlanta. That's it.
Will you ever one and done a real friend?
Huh?
Like y'all got into it one time and you'll never be their friend again, or I guess maybe it depends on
Um,
what the grievance was.
I have I did get into a disagreement with one of my bestest friends, but she was a little and I knew that, but I still loved her. That was my dog. But like anytime she got into an issue, she would always be like, she was the common denominator. Like
Mm,
at a certain age and after a certain point, you have to look at yourself and say it's me. It can't be everybody else.
mm.
And my mom had let her borrow a book, and she had been dragging.
Friend, what books was it? What was Babysitter's Club, Goosebumps?
No,
What
it was
kind of
like it
book?
was Think Like a Man. It was a Think Like a Man. This is when I was in my
Oh,
like early to mid 20s.
early 20s. I had the book too, sis.
And my mom let her borrow it, and so my mom was like, hey, can you get my book back? And I was like, yeah, let me ask for it. And she wanted to be weird about giving me my book back and duck and dodge me, and it just ended up engaging in some really strange and odd behavior for someone that's like literally my best friend. And then
Mm.
like once she started being weird, she kind of was like talking crazy to me via text. I said, over a book, sweetie? Like this is wild to me. Like this is fucking wild to me.
Hmm.
So then I saw her and her mom on Facebook talking shit, and her mom made a comment and was like, the shit starter is finally gone.
About you?
Yes, yes. The
Oh
shit starter's
wow.
finally gone. And it's just like, you know what? You guys are all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Once you take it to the internet, though, that's it.
Well, you guys are
Because you can't come back from that.
you're all like you guys are all cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I don't know why I did not ever think that it would not happen to me and that y'all would turn that behavior to me. In that
Mm.
moment, I said, nope, we will never be friends again. We haven't spoken since.
Okay.
So that was a one and done. This girl in
Okay.
particular, this was the second time she did some fucked up funny shit, and I was like, fuck you. And I mean it. I sent her a very nasty email because she called herself blocking me.
Mm.
Sent her a nasty email. Well, it wasn't nasty. It was nice nasty. I made some very good points. It was her 30th birthday weekend. You got to grow.
I made some very good
I
points.
did. This your 30th birthday weekend. This how you acting?
Mm.
I saved her. I saved her from an ass whooping too. She doesn't even know.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
yep. Save that ass from a real good drag. I mean,
Well, this is your sign. If you listening to the podcast, this is your sign to start placing people in the right boxes.
yes.
Doesn't matter how long you have been
What box
friends,
I'm in?
you know. How, ride. or ride or ride, because ain't nobody dying around here.
Say
Ride
it.
or ride.
Say it.
Okay. But just place your friendships in the right boxes, and it's okay if in 2021 somebody is in the friend box, and in 2022 they move to the acquaintance box, because they can always get back to friends. You just, things happen, life changes, relationships don't stay the same. But put them in the right box so your expectations are in the right place as well as theirs, because you can't expect acquaintances to lift you up and talk to you and be there for you like friends. I don't. So,
I just sent you a text message.
okay, wow. Let me see what they say. All right, y'all. I'm ready to end the podcast because Pasha's texting me things and I want her to leave me alone.
I would just, that's a great example. I just didn't want to, put that out there on the podcast like that. But
well, I have something that I want to add that I won't put on the podcast, but I did tell Pasha about it before we started, and I'm not going to name names and I'm not going to give the specific circumstance, but I don't like at this big age to feel like people slight me, particularly people that I call friends. I feel like if you are in the friend box with me and you say that I am in the friend box with you, there are certain levels of expectations of friendships. There are certain levels of expectations of relationships, marriages. Um, and I am at a point right now where I would say I have about, if I took my one hand with 5 fingers, I could count all of my friends on this one hand, and I don't need all 5 fingers. And that's life, and that happens, and I'm okay with that. But when friendships don't fizzle because the distance is in between and you can't connect like you want, and they fizzle because people slight you, is hurtful. So I'm at a place where I'm a little bit hurt right now. But such is life, you know. We'll move on. It's not like, oh, like, I'm not the type of person like, oh, well, you hurt my feelings, I don't want to be your friend anymore. But I just move you to a different box, and I have to change my level of expectation. And I wasn't aware that I had somebody in the friendship box that needed to be, bumped down a peg, but I know now. And so I'm going to place my expectations in the right box so that I'm not disappointed or feel slighted again. So that's what I encourage you all to do as well, particularly as we are returning to the end of the year, beginning of the year, and we make resolutions and we make new goals. And it's just a good time to start evaluating some of those boxes that you have people
in. Yeah. Well, I would agree. I feel like now that I've been at my job for 2 years and been in Chicago almost 2 years, that I'm finally kind of, I've found my you know what, my friend group is evolving, constantly evolving.
Okay.
And I think I'm getting somewhere with my handful of friends, and having like that community here. But also all of my best friends live away out of town. So I mean, every single one we don't live in the same place. So
yeah,
it's a great time.
Yeah. I feel that way about you, friend, but I love when we get together because, honey, we gonna have a time.
You always find your way into some things with me.
I do, friend. And you know what I like about you? I think you're probably my only friend that will drink Hennessy with me.
Oh, baby, we was off the Hennessy last night. Woo!
Oh, really? Oh, I know that was a good time.
And yep, I was vibing. And I like my hair was cute. My outfit was like giving. I just didn't do anything. I just didn't go out on like Saturday Halloween. It was crazy. Like I had a really great night yesterday, but no fucking no Halloween.
Well, I'm sure the Hennessy made it better. And y'all, Hennessy is not the only thing I drink, but I just know it's a type of vibe, type of night, type of fun I'm gonna have when I'm with Passion.
Yep.
And we got the Hennessy.
Yep. I mean, I don't want to drink anything else. Y'all can keep that tequila and that vodka. I am okay.
Yeah,
I am okay. I am a brown girl. The mahogany crayon. Like, come on.
I either want Hennessy or I want Prosecco, and it's just no in between for me.
Listen, speaking of Prosecco, are you going to try Issa Rae's new Prosecco that she came out
I
with?
will.
Via Ray. I'm excited. I can't wait to
Yeah,
try it.
I know that it's in stores. But I have been there's a video on my TikTok of me budgeting when I go to the grocery store. And my favorite Prosecco is usually La Marca Prosecco.
Yes.
But I have had to slide down the aisle a little bit to don't give me the line on the name. I don't want to say. I feel like this name is actually the name I was getting ready to say actually might be a psychiatric drug, psychotropic Lunexa. It's something with an L that make this Prosecco. I have downgraded to her because I'm trying to cut corners every place that I can, and as long as the Prosecco still gives me the buzz, you know what? Just give it to me. I'll take the one that's $11.99. Because when I showed it on the video, the marker was I think $18, and the one that I bought was $12. So,
Hell no.
and I'm talking about the mini 3-pack was what I bought. That little 3-pack was 18 La Marca, and the other one was 12. So I went with the 12.
I am going to get a bottle from Trader Joe's for $6.99.
But do they sell Prosecco? They only sell wine, though.
No, they sell Prosecco. They sell champagne.
Really?
They sell cava. Yeah, girl.
I did not know that.
Honey, well, just go take a stroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're putting me on, friend.
My favorite red wine right now is the French wine, girl. Yeah,
Okay.
the French red.
I'm gonna have to look into Trader.
Yes, go
Mr.
on
Joe.
down to Trader La Joseph. Go on down there.
That's what I named him on the. I had a video over the summer that had blew up, and that's what I named him. I said, "Listen, y'all, this is my first time going to Tradarius Joseph.
I love it over there.
Okay.
I love it over there. Yes, girl, get you and then during the holidays, they be having a gigantic bottle of bubbles.
Really?
Like $12.99,
Okay.
the big one.
Well, I am going to go there the next time I do. I am today. I'm making a video for TikTok too. But I am making some garlic cheesy bread using Hawaiian rolls. And so half of them is going to be garlic cheesy bread with Hawaiian rolls, and the other half is going to also have crab meat in it. So
Zam. Okay, girl. That sounds fire. Sounds delicious. I was gonna ask you something and I forgot.
It's okay, friend.
Dang it!
That's that for today.
Yeah, I don't really have much going on today. I'm in a pickle here because part of me wants to glue a couple more tracks in and like fluff this. The other part of me wants to go to my yoga sculpt class, and this shit's gonna melt right on out. So I don't know, and I need to go because I'm going on this cruise, and I need to look as tight as I can in 6 days.
Okay, so how long is your cruise?
6 days.
Oh yes, listen, I'm gonna give you a rundown when we get off of here too. Also, when is the cruise leaving on a Saturday or a Sunday? And when are you flying there?
That Saturday before.
Okay, perfect. Well, you already ahead of the game, friend.
Oh, just because it's Miami and I just want to tiptoe.
And because the airport traffic recently has just been a mess. All the cancels and reschedules and, late this and that. Yeah.
Yep. So.
Well, that's what's on your agenda for the next week. What's on my agenda? TikTok. That's it.
Okay. I'm gonna have to. I need to take a stroll. I'm getting like 40 followers a day. Like I'm getting a lot of followers. I don't know why though.
Like, okay, that's good for you.
Well, I probably should see if a video blew up or something, but I don't think so.
Friend, you need to get on there with Luigi. People love the dog videos. You just need to get on there, friend. We need to get you there.
I need to get on there so I can be pretty, so I can get invited to stuff.
Yeah, I am going to do a video this week also about the creator program, which I'm in, which you can monetize your content. You get paid for views and likes and shares and all of that. So I'm going to get it, but you have to have 10,000 followers to even apply. So that's why I say you need to get on there, baby. You need to be posting consistently. You need to get those followers up, couple viral videos. Boom, you'll be in there.
Somebody sent me 42 videos.
Ooh.
Like, why though?
I don't want nobody sending me that many TikToks. Honestly, I'm on TikTok enough. I've probably seen 40 of them. So,
I mean, it's just.
I think it's let's have a little TikTok etiquette class as well. Don't send me 42 of anything. Okay? Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm getting hella followers and shit. I don't know why though.
Is there a particular video of yours that people are liking?
I mean, no. I mean, everybody. I still get a lot of traffic on my Fashion Nova jeans hauls, and then I got that. Yeah, the Fashion Nova jeans haul, um, the Baccarat dupe video. My video when I went to Miami it's only at 846, but I'm topping out and averaging at like 375. So
Okay.
they like the titties.
So you see the content that people like, just start creating more of that.
Well, I bought a bunch of evening gowns from Fashion Nova because I had a gala, and I also wanted my
This is the perfect
with
time
my
of the year to create an evening gown haul
yeah. So I was
from
gonna
Fashion
do
Nova.
a evening gown haul. They gonna be like, "Damn, you
Yeah.
love Fashion Nova, broke ass."
Well, the girls are still shopping her, so I guess they broke too.
I love
Fashion Nova
Fashion
got some
Nova.
cute. Right about this at Fashion Nova got some cute stuff. All those places, Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Things, Shein, all of those places are using the same manufacturers. They just
Mhm.
stitching a different label on it, y'all.
Mhm.
Don't get your panties in a
I
bunch.
have a long sleeve
Um,
shirt that I bought at Zara, and I have the same shirt that's a short sleeve version that I got from Akira.
mhm.
Exact same. I mean, they're the exact same
Yeah.
shirt.
They're using the same manufacturer. They
Mhm.
just, the person to the right of you might be stitching the Pretty Little Thing label. The person to the left of you might be stitching the Fashion Nova
And you
label. Like,
probably have
it's
like
literally
the
the same
head,
thing.
the head tailor. That stuff is going to Zara. The tailor back here, that's a
Mhm,
high. That shit's going to Akira. I
mhm.
actually love.
Something else I was about to tell you about that. I forgot. But yeah, friend, if you decide to fluff your hair out a little bit more, go ahead and put them evening gowns on and get that haul up,
I think
sis.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's a good time to do it.
Yeah, it really is. The holidays coming up, Thanksgiving.
And then I
It's
definitely want
not
to do a
looking
video
like.
for my gala, like getting ready for the gala. I want to do that for
Mhm.
sure.
And I know I told y'all at the beginning of the year that I would be in matching pajamas with somebody's son this Christmas.
It's not looking good for me.
It's not looking likely for the
Oh
kid.
well, let me stop. But it's just
I mean, I'm not gonna hold my breath. But I also, we'll see what happens. But I'm just giving you a forewarning because I don't want it to smack you in the face when it don't happen. Just so you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, friend, that's all I got planned for the week. TikTok videos, editing, posting stuff. That's it.
Like if I have this hair, I don't want to just take it out in 2 days because I'm going on that cruise. Like, what should I
So
do?
how was you planning to wear your hair for the cruise?
I was just gonna wear my little my slick back with my wave showing,
Okay.
because like I don't want to go pay and get it braided.
Right. Got you. I mean, whatever you decide to do, friend,
Like,
you're
should
gonna
I
look
just
good
let
either
it
way.
melt
So
off?
you're gonna look good either way. I would rather fool with a slick back than to be
Fooling with
track
this
slipping.
shit.
I need to take my glue. Mm-mm.
Like,
Mm-mm.
I want to just
Mm-mm.
let it like melt out. I don't know. We
Yeah.
gonna see. I took my
Well,
scarf off.
thanks for tuning into the podcast, you
I know this
guys.
was
We'll
such a
see
good
y'all.
episode. We talked about some really good stuff.
We did. The
Mhm.
girls was talking today. We was on our Zoom.
We were.
Hopefully Atlanta get on her Zoom so she can get off of the TikTok hate train because baby they still chewing
True,
the
and
girl
I
alive, but
mean, they deserve it.
they
They
do.
deserve
They
it.
really do.
So,
They do.
whatever.
All right, y'all. See y'all next
All
week.
right, bye.
Bye.